Now I remember in the interview you recently spoke on like I think you said when two black gangs beef, y'all take it out on Mexican gangs. I may be misquoting you, but
No, 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 no. I say
explain that. I may be misquoting you.
No, I say when two black gangs beef, they quicker to run out and kill each other than when they get into it with a Mexican gang. Like, you know what I mean? Then you get into it with a Mexican gang, it's like, you know what I mean? Be a little talking first and like, you know what I mean? But when it's a black, you know what I mean? You just run out and go. You know what I mean?
So black people, we're quicker to kill each other. But when it's another race, we'll chalk it out and squash it and have
more
meat.
hesitant. People are more hesitant. Like, you know what I mean?
Why do you think that is? Do you feel like it's like that because we grew up to, man, you know, fuck niggas, and you know, we are the most hatred race.
It's because I feel like blacks respect every other race more than they do their own. They have more respect, like, you know what I mean? They have more respect. That's the best way I could put it. They have more respect for every other race than they do their own.
Yeah. And with Mexicans in California, what is it like now? I remember back then we used to be black versus Hispanic riots and stuff like that. Is it still like that?
I mean, it still is in jail. It still is in jail. And jail is like, it's mostly real heavy. And on the streets, it's not as bad. Like, you know what I mean? You have certain black gangs that get into it with certain Hispanic gangs, but it ain't just like a total black against Mexican thing. It's not just like that. Like, you know what I mean? You got certain Bloods that get into it with Bloods. You got certain Crips that get into it with Crips. Like, niggas gonna get into it. Everybody gonna get into it with everyone. You know what I mean? These street niggas, these niggas out here in the streets doing their thing, and you know what I mean? Territory matters, and you know what I mean? So they gonna clash and get like, just like America. America had to, you know what I mean, establish their territory and their rights in every other country. Like, you know what I mean? They had to go to war and establish their shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, it's the same in these streets. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think calmed that down as far as the whole Mexican black thing over the years?
Calmed it down?
As far as, you know, the race wars and shit like that.
I mean, they're still going on.
Okay.
They're not really calmed down. They're still going on.
Yeah. And you know, in Texas, when a Mexican says nigga, it's not a big deal. In Cali, is it like that?
Yes, it's different in Cali. It kind of like, it's getting more like, you know what I mean, regular now, but yeah, it wasn't like that before in Cali. Like, hell no.
So back then, if a Mexican said nigga, it was...
it wasn't, They wasn't saying it. They wasn't saying it like that. Like, you know
what do you think, what do you think it is now? Is it the music? Because a lot of Mexicans are starting to say it in their music.
I think it's just the internet and social media and like, you know what I mean? Just people seeing other people and like, you know what I mean? Just
That's real.
The rise of the internet and just people being exposed to more and, you know what I mean?